It's Monday, but look, it's not 12:24. It's actually 1:30, 2:30 in Indianapolis. But look, I'm excited, y'all. We got to get our dance on. I told Devin, look, Devin, we got to dance first. He said, look, I don't dance this time, but look, I will do something.
So you get a bop out of me. How about that?
Hey, my friends, I'm so excited because I am at Madam Walker's Legacy Center.
So happy to have you.
Thank you, Devin. I mean, look, I called and he said, come on down. I'm willing to give you a tour and an interview. So look, we're here at Madam Walker's Devin Ginn.
That's right. You pronounced it right. Nobody gets it right. Nobody gets it right.
And you know, usually I will get a name wrong, but thank you. Look, we're connected. I'm so excited because, you know, Madam C.J. Walker was, oh my God, was big to the beauty industry.
Absolutely.
And we're in Indianapolis at her manufacturing company that has shifted from the manufacturing company to what, Devin? I'm going to turn it all over to you.
Thing. We are a full-fledged nonprofit. So we have our 501c3 designation. That means that we can super serve the community in all ways through arts, entertainment, women's equity, social justice, you name it, we can do it.
Wow, Devin! So listen, guys. Okay, so today we won't see products and we won't actually be able to view the museum.
That's right.
But we're going to talk about it as we tour the building.
That's right.
So Devin, where are we going to start at?
Yeah.
First, do you want to give a little overview about this place, or you want to just start walking?
Yeah, look, hey, so I'll give you a quick little overview.
Yes.
So you are here at the historic Madam Walker Legacy Center on the famed Indiana Avenue. Before gentrification, this block was a long 10-block stretch of dance clubs, speakeasies, just you name it. It was quite literally the center of Black commerce here.
Wow.
And it really is an honor to uplift that legacy here in this space. You know, Madam C.J. Walker called this area her home. It was advantageous from a business perspective. So back in the 1920s and the early 1900s, anytime she needed to ship something all the way off to the West Coast or all the way to the East Coast, it made sense for her to be super central, and that's why she chose this location.
That's why she chose this location, right in Indiana. You know, they always say that Indiana is great. Greatness comes out of Indiana.
That's right.
All the time. So what else? What else you got for us? I'm gonna
So I'm gonna give you all a history and heritage tour. I want to let you know we recently wrapped up a big restoration. In 2018, we closed down for renovations because we're a super old building. We're celebrating our 95th anniversary.
Wow.
But without that restoration, you'd see some pipes bursting. You might smell a little odor, but all of that has been eradicated due to a generous gift from the Lilly Endowment. And just a quick overview before we start our tour.
Okay.
Right now, we are on the 4th floor of the Madam Walker Legacy Center. And this area that we're in right now used to house our admin suite, but right now it's a pre-function space where we're going to be activating gallery exhibitions with renowned Black artists, local, national, and global. And it's just going to be really something special.
Wow.
Yeah. So come with me. Let's check it out. We're actually going to start in the boardroom.
Okay.
So here, I'll let you all enter in first.
Okay.
This is the Madam Walker Legacy Center Grand Ballroom. And right here, we literally just wrapped up a big board meeting. And I want to take you all to the corner. So our building is one big flat iron.
Okay.
And this is the tip of it where you get to see this beautiful skyline. It's not quite Chicago, you know what I mean? I know Gary's a little adjacent, but, this is our slice of heaven here in the city.
Beautiful. It's beautiful. And the angle, the way the building is shaped is amazing.
Yes, it certainly is a unique shape, but Madam was really intentional with selecting this specific location, not just because of it being advantageous from a business perspective to ship, but she saw the life and the beauty that was happening here. She understood the significance of the area because even before she decided to put the money down on this land to purchase it.
Mhm.
Mind you, she passed away 8 years before the building came to fruition. A lot of
Are
people
you
don't know that. So she
serious?
was never able to step foot. But her daughter, Amelia Walker, she ensured that she worked with the best of the best architects to make sure that her mom's legacy came to
Wow.
life. So when you come down into the theater, you're going to see Egyptian Art Deco with East African motifs, and it's really ornate, Pan African, and it really encompasses the diaspora, and it's beautiful. So before you see that space, I want to take you all up to our blank slate. This is
Okay.
our blank canvas.
Okay.
Before the restoration, this area had floor to ceiling mirrors, and it was great for jazz concerts and dance recitals. You could see yourself in the mirror, and there were ornate chandeliers, and we really wanted a space that we could turn into whatever we wanted. So when we hosted our Mike Epps event, it turned into a little club. And whenever we're hosting a gala, it's more of an upscale event. And it really gives us the opportunity to play with what we want. And after the restoration, we're finally a state-of-the-art building. So,
It is beautiful.
we're not hanging on by a thread anymore. We've actually got the space to meaningfully activate some good programs.
It's fabulous. It's fabulous.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah. So now we're going to take you on this elevator, which all of this is a part of the restoration. And quick note, the elevator is a little bit of a dead zone, so it might pause or freeze, but we'll be right back at it.
So listen, guys, if we freeze, don't go away. We're coming back.
Don't leave us, I
Don't
promise.
leave us. And you guys got to see this decor on the walls. Oh my God, it's absolutely fabulous.
Yeah, so before the restoration, this elevator, it was all function and no aesthetic, and now we've got all of these inscriptions on the walls here with this stainless steel, and it really chronicles Madam's life from beginning to end. It's beautiful, and I love just coming in here, and whenever there's an event, we make
Wow, it is absolutely gorgeous. It
Thank
is
you.
gorgeous.
So you might hear some cool music.
Okay, we may hear some cool music.
That's right. So here is the historic Madam Walker Legacy Center, and this is her theater. And as you notice, as you go throughout this space, you'll see hand-carved terracotta that this space was super Afrocentric and really told the story of what Black people did, not just in the area, but before.
Wow, it is gorgeous. Look at the detail.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So the reason why Madam decided to build this building, outside of the fact that she wanted it for her manufacturing plant, she knew that Black folks were really just being, people were really prejudiced against Black people, and there wasn't really a space for us. So think about in the 1900s when movies were at the advent. Nobody heard of a moving picture. As a matter of fact, that's what they called them, moving pictures. And there was a now defunct theater called the ISIS Theater on Monument Circle downtown. And back then, it was only 10 cents to see a film. Can you imagine paying 10 cents to see a really good movie? Yeah, that's unheard of. And, so imagine this long line of people who don't identify as Black. That's probably the most PC way I can say it.
Okay.
And they all had their 10 cents, and they were ready to go and pay for this movie. Madam was right behind them. She had her dime ready, right? And as the line went down, she got more and more excited about this moving picture. But by the time she got to the ticket teller told her, you know what, there's an N-word tax, there's a Black tax, so you've got to pay 25 cents, which is more than double. If you look at the way inflation is, it was just astronomical how much money they were asking her to pay. And she's like, are you kidding me? I can pay for my ticket, your ticket, your mama's ticket, everybody. That's right.
The right one.
And it was at that moment when she said, you know what, I need to build something for my people, by my people. And that's why we have the theater today.
Oh my God. Chelsea, did you get all of this? This is awesome. So you guys have concerts?
Yes. Concerts, stage plays, anything from Broadway specific to off-Broadway.
So it's up for rent. you can rent.
Yes.
I can rent the space.
This whole space is up for rent. If you see something that you like, if you want to stage your wedding here, you got a baby shower, you've got a corporate meeting, you've got a big conference, and you want to activate multiple spaces, this is the place to do it.
Wow. You know what? I like that.
Well, let me know.
Yes,
I got you, Miss
something
Pat.
going on here. I love it.
Yes.
Okay.
So we also, here's the main building. This area.
So this is the third floor?
No, this is actually the first floor.
We came down all the way down.
So on the third floor, I want to let you guys know we went from the fourth floor to the first floor, and that's because on the third floor is our admin suite. I don't want to show y'all my work area. I'm up there living like a pig. Okay, we call that hard work. Listen. And on the second floor, we've got Africana Studies through IUPUI. But, there are also areas on the second and third floor where if you're a budding entrepreneur and you need a space to have your office, that's where you would go.
Oh, so you can rent space for it.
That's right. That's
fabulous.
right. Not even just, for an event, but leasing space for your endeavors.
That's fabulous. But look, come
Yeah.
back over. Tell them how you got started here.
Oh, my goodness.
It's years. Listen.
Yeah.
Sometimes we want to leave our city, our state, but God knows what's best, and He plants us in a place.
That's right. That's right.
And so you started out here as a child, right?
As a kid, yeah. So I had family who lived in the adjacent neighborhood and areas. This is a big, beautiful neighborhood that was once riddled with Black culture and history and heritage. And now we've got the university across the street, and we've got some chain restaurants up the street. But back in the day, little Tyke Devin, I was always here for birthday parties and just different events. And when I was pursuing my artistic endeavors, I was a part of the Asante Children's Theater. So literally on this stage, where you see all of this stuff up here, Dizzy Gillespie, Count Basie, my goodness, Miles Davis, all of those folks called the Avenue home. And if you ever get a chance to stand on this stage, you'll be sharing that stage with great people.
Well, I need to go stand up there just because.
That might as well.
Listen, I can sing.
See, hey, we gonna have to really book you, okay? And
Y'all know.
See, I love it. So yeah, that was me as a kid in high school. I was a part of the theater magnet at Broadway High School. R.I.P. Broadway. So sad that it's gone. It's been sold. But as a part of the theater magnet, I was doing stage work, and I was learning acting techniques, and I was working as a stagehand, and it was just this really intricate endeavor. Shout out to Miss Charlotte Booth Thomas, Gary Nader.
Hi, Charlotte. We gotta meet you. So she worked here.
Yeah.
She was from here?
Yeah, she was from Gary. She was working through IPS as a theater teacher, and she was like, what, with all of these beautiful Black babies, we got to actually put them in the space where Black heritage started in Indiana, So, and then in college and during undergrad, I was a marketing and events intern, and that was wonderful. But now I've been at the Walker for a long time. I've been here full time since 2014, and I just love it with all my heart.
That's awesome. Okay.
That's right. So as we walk up to the Coffee Pot Lounge, I just want you to know, if you're familiar or not with the Chitlin Circuit, the Chitlin Circuit.
Theater.
See, the Chitlin Circuit was a space basically where
it's where Tyler Perry started.
Exactly.
See, Chelsea knows. Listen, y'all,
she know her history.
I need some culture.
I love it. But back in the day, during the Chitlin Circuit, it was essentially the Green Book, but for performers of color. So where are the safe places for African American people to perform? If you were out on the East Coast and you wanted to travel out west, there were many stops on that tour route, and the walk around of being one of those stops. And it's such an honor to know that so many great people, back before the Academy snatched them up, back when the music was called monkey music, jungle music, they had a life and a rich history here. So we honor that in every way.
Wow, that's amazing. And so where are we headed now?
Yes, so right now, this is her placard. Full disclosure, our building is on the Registry for Historic Landmarks, and that's one of the main reasons why this building wasn't bulldozed. Earlier when I was talking about how beautiful the land was and all of the amazing things that were activated here, all of that's been bulldozed. And the last remaining piece of this history is here at the Walker.
Wow.
So our goal is to make sure that people, A, know who we are, know what happened, but B, use that as a platform to reimagine what the future could be. What would you like to see here at the Walker? Bring it on.
You I got something for them, y'all. Y'all know me. I got something for them.
Quick little plug, if you want to follow us on social media, you want to join our newsletter, we are at Walker Theater. You can follow us on all platforms. We do some amazing stuff and would love to have some Gary folks here.
Yes. The Coffee Pot Lounge.
Yes, this is the Coffee Pot Lounge. Pardon the state of this area. We just tore down from a big event. So we just had to throw the furniture in here.
It's okay.
And this area, it used to be very much a speakeasy style Prohibition era bar. And you would walk down a set of steps that would lead you all the way to the basement where we had a restaurant and bar, and we sold liquor when you weren't allowed to. And that just speaks to the nature of
what it was.
Yeah. And, necessity is the mother of invention, which is why Madam was so successful in everything that she did.
Yes.
If you look at what we think of as the Avon lady, she really coined that methodology.
Yes, she did.
Without a shadow of a doubt, And it's interesting because back in the 1800s when Madam was born and raised, there was no running water. You couldn't just wash your hair when you wanted to. And she was developing tethers and different scalp ailments that were putting scabs on her hair, and it just wasn't fun. So she was actually living in St. Louis, Missouri with her older brothers. And she was trying to figure out, how can I use these different concoctions that are in this space? Her brother's working where she was a laundress, and make something that'll help my hair. So it was this product that was a combination of beautiful fragrance, sulfur, because the sulfur smells a little interesting, but it does what it needs to do, right? And then with this combination of ingredients, she developed what's known as the wonderful hair growth.
Yes.
So she developed it. It was purely out of necessity. She wasn't trying to sell it. She wasn't trying to make money off of it. She wanted something just for herself.
Yes.
But you go into church and you see this lady who had hair that long, with hair down to the middle of her back. You're gonna want to know, what is this? How did you do that? So she was her own saleswoman.
Wow, beautiful. Yeah, I watched that movie on Netflix. With Madam C.
Oh, yeah.
It was amazing.
I love it.
Yes.
But quick note about that. As much as I really love and appreciate that story, if you want the real history, because it's entertainment, right? You got to fabricate a little bit, make it sound better than what it was, and sound different than what it was to tell the story. But there's a movie on Netflix, not Netflix, on YouTube called $2 in a Dream. And it really chronicles Madam's life from beginning to end.
I'm gonna watch it tonight.
You should. Yes. Again, full disclosure, it's an older film.
It's okay.
It's antiquated.
Yes, we'll get some popcorn and some pizza. And
make it a whole day.
Yes.
So if you want to be entertained, watch the limited series on Netflix.
But the real deal,
Holyfield,
is what? $2
and a dream. That's
$2 and a dream.
That's right. Can you believe it? Oh my God. And it really speaks to who Madam was and how she became, a prominent figure. Because she barely had $2, but she dreamed big.
She dreamed big, epic. Though she was an epic dreamer.
Oh, without question.
Yes.
And she saw that folks really were paying attention to her hair. And she was like, okay, I got this to grow to my back. I can help you. Exactly. And when you look at, we have 4 pillars that we operate from: the nonprofit, social justice, arts and entertainment, women's equity, and of all of those pillars, women's equity is one that really stands out to me. And Madam focused on that through and through. She was really, really integral in making sure after I'm gone, there needs to be women leadership here.
Wow. And
we've maintained that. We've had a couple of hiccups. We've had some male interim executive directors, but through and through, Madam saw a need, and she understood that women statistically were only going to be relegated to service work. They were going to be making your food, taking care of your kids, doing your laundry. And Madam created an enterprise where she was like, you can be empowered to be a business owner. You can create your own wealth. And she made women breadwinners for all intents and purposes back in the day, especially during segregation, when there were no opportunities for Black people, period.
Right.
She said, "I got a way." Exactly.
She made a way.
I do have a question. Yeah. So we know she was, the first African American female millionaire.
Yes.
How would her wealth have translated to today's dollar?
Wow.
Yeah, because inflation is real.
Okay.
The The exact numbers are a little iffy, but if you account for inflation, she'd be a multimillionaire right now.
Whoa.
And that was without social media. Matter of fact, before the internet was even around.
Right.
And
Whoa.
she found a way to really market herself. You know, she was born Sarah Breedlove, and she's like, I want folks to know that I'm at a certain level, so you gonna call me Madam. And she, you know, she took it and ran with it, and really that speaks to the nature of her legacy.
Yes,
She was a woman of influence and power, and she knew exactly how to say it and who to say it to.
Okay.
Yeah.
And she changed lives. She incorporated a way for women to build wealth.
Exactly.
And still today, we're still really standing on her foundation of what she brought to the world.
Yeah, I mean, when you look at beauty culture and the way hairstylists are positioned right now, she really set the blueprint.
She set the blueprint. Yeah. Yes, she did. She was amazing. She was amazing.
See?
I love it. So, what can you? So we're at the end of the tour, correct?
That's right. Typically, I do want to paint the picture for what a typical tour would be.
Okay.
Mr.
We didn't talk about the museum, but let's keep talking.
Oh no. That's gonna tie right into it.
Okay.
So, Mr. Thomas Ridley, he was 5 years old when he came to the grand opening back in 1927.
Okay.
And he's still alive and kicking. As a matter of fact, he's 99 years old.
Wow.
He still lives in the area. And before our 2018 restoration, when the building went black and we were operating out of a different space, he was our lead docent for years. And he knows this place like the back of his hand. He's a D-Day vet.
Okay.
He grew up on the Avenue. So he came to age back when the Avenue was thriving. And before, the university paved over all of the remnants of history's past.
Okay.
And he can really speak to the nature of what it felt like to get dressed up and get sharp, go watch a movie first, and then take your date upstairs and dance, and then go around the corner for a drink.
Okay.
Yeah, so he's the lead docent, and what would typically happen for a tour is we'd start upstairs where we were in the boardroom, and then you'd see a film, one that chronicles Madam's life, and then another one that talks about Indiana Avenue. And then after the films, he would take you on a building tour, and then we would always end here. And that we had a big, beautiful museum space here.
Yes.
But before the restoration, we didn't have the appropriate facilities to make sure that we were maintaining and taking good care of those artifacts that we have. I mean, we've got her original products that she made, the hot tools that she used, just all of these different intricate things. And in order to display it appropriately, we have it right now in a temperature-controlled space, so that a phase 2 of our restoration is building out that museum.
Okay.
So the next time you come back,
yes, we're coming back.
We're gonna have a big museum.
When is the relaunch? When is it?
Yeah. So our grand reopening, we won't have the museum by then, but we will be having her displays up as a pop-up style.
Okay.
But the grand reopening is Juneteenth weekend.
Okay.
So come here Juneteenth weekend. You've got to. On Friday, we're going to be having a gala reception featuring a phenomenal national artist, and I can't let you know who that is just yet. Stay tuned to social media because you'll be informed. And then, Friday is the gala. Saturday and Sunday is basically going to be festival-style activations. We're taking it back to what it used to be on the Avenue. We're shutting down all of Indiana Avenue. We're going to have you've got to. You've got to. And it's going to be live performances and dancing and singing and all the like in our parking lot.
Wow, that is amazing. So June 10th.
Juneteenth. From the 17th until the 19th.
Okay, the 17th through the 19th. Awesome. We will definitely be here. Now, could you tell us where the museum would be at?
Yes.
You guys.
So that's actually still in process. I'm glad you asked that because we're in the dreaming phase right now. Trying to figure out what's the user experience when you walk into the building. Where do you go? Where are you grabbing your food? Are you sitting in here and having Wi-Fi and maybe taking a meeting? Are you going upstairs to an office space on the 3rd or 2nd floor? So we're still building out what that user experience looks like. So stay tuned.
I'm excited. So listen, guys. Chelsea, we're at the end of the interview. Did we do 24 minutes? Do you have any more questions, Chelsea? Because he's amazing. You are
thank you.
So informative. Oh my God, so much history. And
now you know it's illegal to make a black man blush. Come on now, Miss Pat. My goodness.
I love it. But thank you for having us. And you know what? We are Pat Boy Beauty and Bling. We're excited about meeting Mr. Ginn.
That's right.
Devin Ginn, he has shared so much information with us. We're definitely coming back. And you guys stay tuned. Follow me on Facebook, YouTube. Y'all know Wednesday I'm going to have my PBBBT. And I'm excited. And there's some music.